Hello and welcome to another video from Minus Touch Toys Games Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that's now quite old, very collectible, and now becoming fairly difficult to find. We are looking at the 1992 release by Corgi from their limited edition series of commercial vehicles or collectible vehicles. And this particular one we're looking at today is of the AEC Regal bus or coach. And it is a die-cast replica model vehicle. Okay, so this is the box it comes in, and it says on the box limited edition. You've got the Corgi logo at the top right hand side, and at the bottom it says conforms to RS 5669, and you've got the lion face at the bottom there and the CE markings at the bottom right hand corner. Okay, that's the front of the box. Let's just turn the box around to the back. And what have we got on the back? So we've got the barcode, and it says not suitable for children under 36, contains small parts, and you've got the Corgi information at the bottom there, and the trademarks and licensing information at the very bottom of the box there as well. And it's got Corgi Toys Limited, Leicester, Great Britain, 1992, a Mattel company, made in China. Okay, that is the box. On the side of the box you've got Corgi Limited Edition, and it's item number D949/26. And on the other end of the box you just got the Corgi logos, and I think that's the same on both sides. Yep. Okay, let's open the box up and let's have a look at what we got inside. Okay, so I've opened the box and this is what we got. So we've got the certificate of authenticity, and it says Corgi, and your Corgi logo at the top. It says this is certified that this is a limited edition and is number 6263 of only 9,300 produced, and it's AEC Regal, and it's a West Riding edition, and it's item number 81559, and that's the certificate of authenticity. And there we have the model, which is sitting in this lovely box background. Let's just remove it from the box, and let's just put the box up there so we can have a good look at the model itself. Now it is quite a large model, and it is quite heavy, and it's die-cast metal all the way through. Top, sides, back, bottom is all metal, which is why it's very heavy. There is some plastic on it, so plastic, trying to see what we got on here plastic wise. So it's, the windows are obviously plastic, but other than that, the tyres are obviously rubber. The wheels appear to be, the wheels could be plastic in actual fact. The back ones, the front ones appear to be, if I just pull the tyre down a little bit, yeah, the wheels appear to be plastic, but the back wheel, the rest of the model all appears to be metal. So you can see it's free rolling wheels. You can see the wheels are moving freely as we go along, but that is the only functionality really of the model. But then it's not made to be a functioning model, it's made to be a display model. Just put those tyres back on again. Okay, so it is a green and beige or white, off-white die-cast body, with black and silver trim at the front and the black base. On the bottom it's got Corgi Duple Coach, and it's got made in China, and as you can see the raised area, which is the exhaust pipes and so on going to the back. Okay, it's got West Riding on the side there, and West Riding on the back together with the number plate, and it's number 338, bus number 338. And on the front you've got West Riding and Wakefield, which is obviously in Yorkshire, and it's number 338 again there, and the registration number is CHL273, and again you got West Riding on the side there. So yeah, I mean, it is a lovely looking model, and it does display very nicely. There are a few marks in this, and it's where it's been in and out the box. You see the box has started to rub the paint on the roof there, and you can see there's bits of paint on the top of the box, which is a shame because the boxes were made for them to hold very tight, and the paint does actually start to rub off onto the box where you put it in and put it out all the time. But otherwise It's in excellent condition. Really lovely vehicle for something that's now 32 years old. See that you've got the headlights, one separate, one on the front there. The grille, yeah, really nice model. And size wise, we're looking at an overall length of, that's about 16 and a half centimeters. If we measure across at the widest point, we're looking at 4.5 centimeters. And if we measure the height from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the roof, we are just under 6 centimeters. That's about 5 3/4 centimeters, just under 6. Okay, that is the particular model. So it is a particularly lovely looking model, and produced in very limited numbers, obviously, as you can see. Only 9,300, which is very low quantities for Corgi, considering they usually produce them in massive quantities, but these were produced in low quantities, maybe because they were produced for the collectors. They weren't really produced for children. They weren't to be made to be played with. Apart from the free running wheels, there's no real functionalities on them, but they do display very well. And if you've got an old setup of old vehicles, commercial buses or anything like that, these would display exceptionally well. And obviously with a certificate of authenticity and then the limited edition green box, they just look absolutely superb in my view. Okay, how well did they do back in 1992? Well, they obviously sold out because they only produced 9,300. And that was worldwide, incidentally, not just in any particular country. That was 9,300 worldwide. So finding these models at the time was quite difficult, because you had to subscribe to get these models. They weren't ones that you would find in the shop. You had to buy them straight out of Corgi. So if you didn't, you missed it. That's it, tough. The models come and gone and been, and if you missed it, you missed it. Sorry, but there we are. But they did manage to sell them all, and I think they went very quickly, because they did move on to the next model quite swiftly, or whether they had all them all pre-planned, ready to move on as soon as, or maybe they produced them all at the same time. I don't really know, but yeah, they did manage to sell out of the whole 9,300 in 1992. Okay, let's move forward 32 years to the current date, 2024. Do these models come up very often on the platforms nowadays? No, not really. You do see them occasionally appear on the platforms, but they are normally used ones. Everyone I've seen, though, have had the same markings where they've been in and out of the box, and the paint at the top has got some rubbing on it, where it's been rubbing against the top of the box. Every single one that I've ever seen has had that. So the box wasn't probably the best design of box to keep your models in, but hey ho, that's something that happened 32 years ago. So things change quite a lot, and things have changed over the last 32 years, and I don't believe they use this type of packaging anymore on these models. But anyway, back to the point. They occasionally appear on the platforms, not exactly very often. The funny, surprisingly thing about these is the price of them is still fairly low in comparison to what you would expect for a model of 32 years old. I mean, these average at around about £15 each, so fairly cheap considering some of the other models that are 2, 3, 4, 5 times the price of these. Maybe it's because they were only geared for collectors. And maybe, even as a collector, you've got to be really liking your commercial vehicles to want to have these and display them. We were fortunate enough to buy a whole collection of these from a gentleman who had them in a display cabinet, who was very much into his commercial vehicles, because he was a bus driver, and was bus driving from the 1950s. So he collected a lot of these models and had them in a display case, and we were quite fortunate enough to buy out all his collection after he retired. And this is part of his collection amongst many other of the commercial vehicles that we have available on the Midas Touch website, as is this particular model and many of the other bus and coaches from the same series, and they're all available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Corgi items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as we're uploading videos for every new item that goes onto the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful old model with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.